They say words are seeds, so seeds is what I'm spitting. Cause even in the desert when Jesus was tempted, his only weapon against Satan was for as it is written. See, I got a story, a testimony about what Jesus did for me that needs to get told. But somebody who was like me and went down the wrong road and wanna let go cause they on dope and feel hopeless. I was once cold and alone and homeless. I wouldn't eat for a week, I went even longer without sleep. I would take a shower in the sink at McDonald's, steady chasing drugs and hurting the people I loved and blaming God for my problems. Every decision I made just brought drama. Psalm 31 says my eyes were weak with sorrow, my soul and my body with grief, while my life was consumed by anguish. Because of my affliction I have no strength, my bones grow weak and I am the utter contempt of my neighbors. I know exactly what King David meant when he was writing them lines. I had it in my mind to get mine, I wanted to die at times, an object of dread, forgotten like I was dead. But for me, man, my God wasn't finished. I couldn't understand the plan that God had for this man, that my blessings was endless. See, I remember the paper food stamps, the brown ones, the green 5s, the orange 10s, and the blue 20s. I remember cashing in the ones to get the change and buy a blunt to smoke with my homies. I'm reminded of the time I would cut school to snort lines, commit crimes, and sell dimes in the back of the Shoney's. But then I think about the places that lifestyle took me, and now I'm sitting in prison of all the places I could be. But don't get it wrong, I love my friends that I made in Muhlenberg County. Of all the dudes in Dorm 52 that God placed around me. See, they call me Reverend, I'm gonna get back to that in a second, but first I gotta tell you a story. Do you remember King David and all of his glory? When he was 17, before he was king, he used a sling to kill a giant. In 1 Samuel chapter 17, when the Israelites was at war with the Philistines, there was a champion from God named Goliath. And every day he would step out on the front line with his usual defiance. He would call out, any one man come take a stand and fight to the death, so that there would be no battle for the others. And David was out tending his flock of sheep, and his dad asked him to take some food to eat to his brothers. And David heard this big guy disrespecting the Israelites, and he wanted to do something about it. And he asked around to everybody he found, but when he told him his plan, he was doubted. And the king called for him. He said, David, tell me your plan. He said, I want to kill this man that keeps disrespecting the clan. Saul said, man, I'm sorry, but you're tiny, and this guy is a giant. David said, Mr. King, I see what you mean, but when I was out tending my sheep, I had to fight me a bear and a lion. See, it didn't matter that everybody thought that David was a loser. It's the lions in my past that give me the authority to fight the giants in my future. It's the things we go through that make us the people we are. So every time the situation got harder, I got a little stronger than I was at the start. The lions and the bears in my past left bruises and scars on my arms, and they hardened my heart. So for everybody that thinks that life just ain't worth living, I got a weapon, and that weapon is for as it is written. Lean not on your own understanding, but in all ways acknowledge God, and he will make it pass straight. He will give you whatever you ask for in prayer as long as you got faith. See, I was born again, and now I'm a new man, and I can't even comprehend what's in store for me. All I know is to God be the glory, because without him, I wouldn't even be alive to tell you my story. See, I know that the struggle is real. I know how it feels to be stuck in a world where it's kill or be killed. I know what it's like to have to wear long sleeves to hide your arms because the needle marks the left scars. I know what it's like to be up for weeks with no sleep, and then it seems like every car that drives past is the police. I know what it's like to get so high you die, and you need a Narcan to bring you back to life. See, my whole life I felt like a failure, up until the day I accepted Christ as my Lord and Savior. Now even behind bars I can find peace in my heart and be thankful for the things that I've been through. And the only reason I made this song is to tell you that if I can do it, then you can too. Yeah, that's right.